A lot of people were shocked yesterday when we started withdrawing from Mekelle. I'm sure you were also. When we entered Mekelle 7 or 8 months ago, it was because it was a center of gravity for the conflict. It was center of a government, a center for known and unknown resources. But by the time we exit, there's nothing special about it, except that there are some 80,000 people, and those people...
Mosley is a research associate at African Studies Center at Oxford University. So 8 months of awful fighting in this region, humanitarian crisis, and now we hear the Prime Minister say, oh, well, this regional capital wasn't really that important anyway. What do you make of this?
It seems fairly clear that the Ethiopian government is trying to make the best of a bad situation, having been pushed out of the region. In Ethiopia, in this part of the islands, this time of year, the rainy season is about to start. So in past conflicts in this region, you'll have seen periods of intensification and lulls in conflict. And so I think in the last couple of weeks, there's been a big push by the Tigray Defense Forces to consolidate their position, to sort of take advantage and make a big offensive before the rain season stopped movement. And they seem to have succeeded there. So I think the Ethiopian government needs to spin this as well as possible for its constituency, having just gone through elections, being in somewhat potentially of a vulnerable position now. Abiy needs to shore up that support.
You know, it was only days ago that we saw the Ethiopian government send home Eritrean troops that they had brought into this conflict. Talk to us a little bit about international influence and whether that move contributed greatly to where we are right now.
Yeah, I think the coordination between Eritrean troops and Ethiopian troops and Amhara regional paramilitaries in the Tigray conflict will need a lot of unpacking as we sort of go over this again and again in the coming months and years. But the idea that Abiy sent home the Eritreans seems probably to be an overstatement. Certainly the two have a shared objective in reducing the influence of the TPLF, the former ruling party of the region, now taking control of Mekelle and presumably will be in a solid position in the coming months. But they're not exactly on the same page in terms of coordinated operations, and there do seem to be separate offensives by the Tigrayans against the NDF, the National Army, and the Eritrean forces. The Eritreans, of course, don't tend to comment publicly about what their troops are up to or the degree to which they're embroiled in the war. And there is a logic to that, in that Eritrea's government has been very consistent over the years about criticizing external influence in the politics of the region, and has, in this case, been very forceful in its position that this is an internal Ethiopian matter, framing the government crackdown in Tigray as an operation against a sort of rogue terrorist organization, a criminal clique. So for its troops to be involved with that is not consistent. Of course, there's also the rhetorical regional dynamics in that at the moment, Eritrea, and especially the Ethiopian government, seem to be spinning up the degree to which Tigrayan forces may now try to seek alliances with Sudanese or Egyptian external influence related to the conflict over the Nile, the dam on the Nile in Ethiopia, between Ethiopia, Sudan, and Egypt.
Jason Mosley, thank you so much.